It had even entered the system on the course and at the speed the rebels had dictated for freighter traffic. Still, something is not right here. During his brief career with the Corellian security force, hunting down smugglers and other criminals, he'd learned to trust his gut feelings about things. His father, Hal, and even his grandfather, both Coruscant officers themselves, had encouraged him to follow his instincts in dangerous situations. The sensation frustrated him with its elusiveness, as if it were no more tangible than the faint scent of a flower teasing his nose and defying identification. It's enough that I know something is odd. Exactly what isn't important at this point. Corrin keyed his comm unit.
Rogue 9 to Champion 5. You handle the challenge. Wait here with 6. I'm gonna go out and do a flyby.
I copy, 9, but we are supposed to expedite all shipping in this area. They aren't in the challenge zone yet.
Humor me, 5.
As ordered, 9.
The system patrols had been broken up to cover 4 zones around the planet of Borleus. The plane of the ecliptic split the system up and down, with Sunside and Out splitting at core and rim. Corrin and 2 Y-Wing pilots from General Salm's Defender Wing had Up and Out, which was by far the busiest sector because the planet's moon had moved out of it and sunward 2 days previously.
Whistler, see what you can do about boosting our sensors to pick up any anomalous readings from that freighter.
The green and white R2 astromech blatted harshly at him.
Yes, fine. There's likely to be lots of things wrong with that freighter.
Corrin frowned as he nudged his throttle forward, and the X-Wing started off toward the freighter.
I was thinking about inappropriate weapons or other odd things.
As Corrin's fighter came in closer, he began to get a visual feed on the ship. All of 150 meters long, it had the gentle curves of smaller ships, or the larger Mon Calamari warships. The bridge was a bulge on the top of the bow that tapered back and down into a slender midship. 2/3 of the way back toward the stern, the ship's body flared out again to accommodate the star drives. A communications array sat right behind the bridge, and quad laser turrets bristled off the bow and in a ring around the middle of the ship. Whistler splashed a report on the ship onto Corrin's primary monitor. It was a Rendili star drives design from the Dwarf Star class of freighter. It shipped roughly 1,500 metric tons of equipment, ran with a crew of 400, and had 9 quad lasers, as well as 1 tractor beam that could be used to pull salvage into the belly storage area. The guns and carrying capacity made it a favorite for short-haul traders who were willing to work in areas of the galaxy where authority had broken down, or Imperial entanglements could be a problem.
Champion 5 here, Rogue 9.
Go ahead, 5.
I challenged the Vengeance, and it answered with a code that is good.
That surprised Corrin, because he couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong with the ship.
Did they get it on the first try?
5's comm unit didn't filter the surprise out of his voice.
No. Second pass. Why?
I'll tell you later. Stay where you are, but get someone to lift from Borleus and an assault shuttle. You and 6 be ready for trouble.
As ordered, 9.
Whistler chirped an inquiry at Corrin.
Yes, I think it's exactly like the double-taker case.
Back on Corellia, he and his partner, Ayala Wasiri, had investigated a series of burglaries where things had been stolen from houses, but there were no signs of forced entry. All of the security systems were manufactured by different companies and installed and monitored by different agencies. The key to cracking the case was that the ROMs used in the security systems all came from the same manufacturer. An employee had sliced the code that got burned into the chips, so when a particular password was used on the locks, the system would spit out the correct password. On the second try, the thief would enter the correct code, get in, and rob the place. The Y-Wing fighters the Alliance used were old, but still vital. And most of